Hey everybody, let's talk about something in common that Republicans in Congress and Democrats in Congress really have. And you might be going, wow, that sounds great. You mean they actually have something in common? Yep, but of course it's not good. What they have in common is cowardness, but it's a different type of cowardness, and allow me to explain. So let's talk about the Democrats' cowardness. Well, it's pretty straightforward. By now, you would have thought they'd be having daily press conferences talking about what Donald Trump had done the previous day and the ramifications for the United States of America, and explaining it, I should say, in plain English, which now, according to Donald Trump, should be the official language of the United States. But regardless, they need a shadow opposition, which is what you see in a parliamentary democracy, a shadow prime minister, shadow foreign secretary, and so on. People that the press can go to ask questions specifically about what their opposite number has done in power. But no, for some reason, the Democrats seem to think that in 4 years or 2 years, everything's going to be just hunky-dory because you can get to vote for us again, and you know what, the GOP will be out on its ear, so life is good, so don't worry about it. So there's the cowardness, and that's coming from, I think, well, I don't know where it's coming from. Political cowardness, potentially, because they're afraid that if they say anything that stands up for the good of America, it could come back to bite them. And of course, the fact they really are fighting amongst themselves. They can't figure out who would, for example, be the leader of the opposition and the opposite cabinet members that you have in parliamentary democracies. The other one, of course, is the Republicans. And you might be going, well, what is their cowardness? How is it any different? No, it's a different kind of cowardness. It's cravenness. Now, cravenness essentially means I know what's right, and I'm a member of the party, in this case, that's causing the problems, but by golly, I'm just too afraid to, you know what, lose my pension or lose my political power or being in office because it's such an aphrodisiac, just ask Ted Cruz, that they can't actually stand up and do things, which for decades, many of them, again, I'm talking to you, Ted Cruz, who've actually said, I'm going to stand up for these things. And of course, now as push comes to shove, they actually don't do it. And that, of course, is cravenness. I love that word, cravenness. So there you go, guys. What do these people have in common? Unfortunately, it's cowardness. True cowardness for the Democrats trying to figure out what they're supposed to say, and cravenness for the Republicans who have no shame whatsoever and cannot literally stand up for things which they themselves have run on for decades.